Hey guys, got a couple of friends I want to talk to y'all about. One of them's a guy, one of them's a gal, and being as how I was always taught ladies first, we're going to go with the lady first. Her name is Imstillworkin. That's her YouTube name. She is an excellent gardener, canner, cook, baker, carpenter, and she's got some serious engineering skills as well. Let me tell you about this lady right here. The one thing I think she is most noted for is her canning abilities. When it comes to canning videos and knowledge, she is like way up here. She knows her stuff. She is by the book, no shortcuts, taking no chances. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. She's been doing it for quite a few years. How long has she been canning? I'm not exactly sure, but I do know it's at least 25 years.
A few months ago, I ran across this jar of peaches in my kitchen cabinet, and they're 25 years old.
Sometimes it's a good idea to get that step stool out and look way in the back of that pantry and see exactly what's back there. That can of peaches has been in there for a very long time. Y'all have seen the things I grow around here, the lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, all that stuff makes a real nice salad, and occasionally it's good to have a little bit of meat to go on top of it. And you talking about making a good salad, how about put some shrimp on it? She showed you how to can shrimp.
So here's how you can shrimp. Wipe the rim of the jar clean, add a hot lid and a hot ring, tighten the jar, and then I put it into the canner to stay warm until I'm ready to process it.
You could open up that jar, cut those pieces of shrimp up, sprinkle it on top of your salad, maybe add a little croutons on there. Man, they kick it up another notch. She's a pretty good cook and an excellent baker. A while back, she was making some pastries, and you talk about something that looked good. Man, they were some good looking pastries.
The thing I wonder most about the castle.
And this I can say without any hesitation whatsoever, those were some good tasting pastries too. How do I know? She sent me some to try out. Any of y'all that had seen Imstillworkin, her one of her recent videos was about making pastries, and I was just kidding. I said I'd be glad to take some of these garlic cuttings right here and a few of them pastries if you don't mind. So I go look in this box. I want you to look right there. Can we get a little smell-o-vision going on right there? Son, now that's what I'm talking about. Those are some beautiful looking pastries. I'm going to take this one right here. They got a big mouth, don't they? They were without a doubt some of the best pastries, if not the best pastries I had ever had in my 45 plus years on this earth right here. They were good. As anybody knows, most of the time when you're doing any kind of baking, you got to have some eggs to go in there. And the best way to make sure you have good quality eggs, hey, raise your own chickens and collect the eggs yourself. When you do that, you got to have a place for them chickens to go to sleep at. So what did she do? She built her very own chicken house.
This is my chicken house. Believe it or not, I built this thing entirely by myself. I cut every board, I drove every nail. It's not a kit. I didn't have any plans. I built this thing entirely from watching YouTube videos. So that's my chicken house.
Y'all take a look at that thing. If she had wrote out a diagram piece by piece, nail by nail, and gave it to me, I don't think I could have put it together any better than what she did. She a fine carpenter too. So y'all can see already from the canning and the bacon and the chickens, this is a country girl we're talking about right here. But not just any country girl. She's kind of like me. Got a little redneck side to her too. Y'all don't believe me? Check out this washing machine right here.
If you truly want to be prepared for everything, you need to be prepared to wash clothes without electricity. Here it is. I have a garden cart, and I've bought this wringer. Just throw your clothes in, and since it's on wheels, it's very easy to agitate it. Then, of course, you always have to prepare for stubborn stains. So I bought this washboard from a little mom and pop type of hardware store. Just rub it along the washboard. But it does a good job. Here, it's kind of noisy.
I don't care how you look at it, that is some serious redneck engineering right there. That's how we get the job done. I was sitting there watching that thing and she was sloshing them clothes back and forth and hitting that washboard and running through that wringer just a crank, crank, crank. Next thing I know, she was shelling peas in that thing.
Okay, let's shell some peas with this thing. You can also use this as a wringer to wring out your towels when you wash your car, or if you live at the beach, to wring out your towels and things. But it will shell peas.
I tell you, if I didn't know better, I'd swear she was my long-lost sister. She's a whole lot like me. And if she's going to be like me, when you canning them vegetables, well, if you're going to do it right, you got to be able to grow your own. So she does a little bit of gardening too, and kind of old school from time to time. She got one of them walk behind push plows. Get out there and get the garden done the old school way.
If I had to, it wouldn't be easy, but I do think that I could turn this garden over with this wheel plow.
This lady is multi-talented, can do just about anything. And when you're pushing that old hand plow, sometimes you get a little bit tired. This day and time, we still have access to the modern equipment. It's nice to step it up to one of them walk-behind tillers. She can do that too.
They're very easy to use. Even a child could handle this one.
Now, did y'all catch what she was doing there? I couldn't even pull that off. She got the tiller in one hand and a cold drink in the other. I don't know what to say about that other than she's amazing. And she's smart too. When it comes time to plant, as we get on up in the years, start to having a little bit of back trouble back there, and you don't want to be doing so much bending over, and especially when you're going to plant peas and beans by hand, be nice to do it without having to bend over. So she fixed that problem too.
I thought that I would show y'all my redneck seed planter. It's just a piece of PVC pipe. I take it and put it on the ground where I want a seed, and I have my cup of seeds here. Just drop a seed down the pipe. Move on down the row.
Anybody notice them white shoes she had on? I've been known to do the same thing. If you're going to break in a pair of shoes, might as well jump in the garden with them, get them broke in right. And I told you she was a whole lot like me. Y'all seen some of them big old candy onions that I grew? Learned from Donald down in Louisiana how to do that stuff. Well, she can grow the onions too and does a right good job of it.
Here's the onions after I pulled them up. I had them planted about 6 inches apart, and this is where a raised bed really shines, in my opinion.
Well, by now y'all ought to be getting the picture. She's a pretty talented lady, excellent with her videos of how she puts things together. And you're probably wondering, what does Angel have to do with any of this stuff? Let me do a little bit more explaining right here. Several months back, I posted my 100th video. It was a little bit different. It was very personal, and the comments were just as personal that I received from all of you guys. And the next night, I spent about 3 hours at my desk pecking away. I don't type, I peck with fingers, pick, 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 and trying to respond or reply to all of these comments one by one and address each person on a personal level. And about midnight, I was pretty well tired. Eyes were sore, fingers wore out, ready to go to bed, and I said, well, let me check over here and just see who uploaded a video tonight, and see if I can catch a good one before I go to bed. Clicked over there to the subscription page, and there was a video, Happy 100 Video MHP Gardener by Imstillworkin. And I thought to myself, wow, that was quick. I just posted mine the day before, and she's already got a tribute video or something. I said, this ought to be interesting. This is going to be pretty cool. And went over, clicked play, and as soon as this thing started to play, the music came on. I'm not sure what the definition of it is when your eyes start to water up and you got this little liquid that starts to run down, but whatever you call it, that's what I was doing. It just blew me away. If any of y'all have not seen that video, it's at the bottom of this video right here. There's a link. Stop right now. Click on that. It takes about 4 minutes, give or take. Watch that video and then come back and catch the rest of this one, and it'll all make sense to you. And if you watch that video and you feel like that was 4 minutes of your time that has been wasted, whatever your salary is, your hourly wage, as long as it ain't Donald Trump or somebody like that, send me a bill. I'll pay you for them 4 minutes you spent. But I don't think you're going to find your time wasted. That was an incredible video. And for the people who didn't watch it, let me explain what she did. This greenhouse right here, it took me working on it off and on about 4 months to build it. For the most part, it was bits and pieces here and there, and it would come in at the end of whatever other video I was doing. I never did a how-to construction video on this. So what she did is she went back to the very start and she cut out all of those excerpts, put them together from beginning to end, put it to music, and made like a compilation video of this greenhouse right here. And the song that she had, it was definitely strength not my own that did this greenhouse. I can tell you without a doubt there was 3 hands that built this. My right hand, my left hand, and the hand of God that had a lot to do with how I was able to do all of this. If y'all saw the video where I put the plastic on, it's a pretty good sized piece of plastic that takes to go from there way down here. And to do it twice, same day, nobody else around, no other hands to grab a corner, nobody else to hold a rope and get this thing put together. There was some divine intervention going on right there, without a doubt. Now, I know not everybody shares my faith, and that's okay. You know, we all have our differences. One thing we do have in common, though, is the need to eat, so we'll stick together and figure out how to grow food. But I had asked this lady what put her up to want to do a video like that, and without explaining exactly what she said word for word, basically, again, there was some divine intervention involved. And from watching how she relates to other people, how she puts her videos together, she is definitely one of a kind. And I can say without a doubt that I have been truly touched by an angel. She's a special lady. So if you get up tomorrow morning and you feel like maybe it's not going to be the best day in the world, or you're dreading going to work, think about these words right here.
Have a good day, because it is a good day. It's a brand new day. It ain't never been used. I hope it helps.
I think she said it pretty well, didn't she? So I'm still working. Thank you, ma'am, for walking into my life. Being a part of it is certainly better because of you. And everybody else, I thank you for the support. Y'all take care. And Lord willing, I'll see you next time.